Oh, and I thought removing popcorn was gonna be simple. And you get water damage. If you don't believe how much work this was, stick around today to find out, because we're having some fun, and it literally took me all day. It's like 9 o'clock right now. Alright, my friends. Well, this is what the room looks like at the end of day one. And that's what my ceiling looks like. Got 100% of the popcorn out. It still needs to be sanded flat. These holes need to be filled. That hole needs to be filled. That hole needs to be filled. And I gotta cut out probably this much more of this board and this much more of this one and replace this entire panel. And then the entire ceiling needs retaped and mudded and sanded and then painted. And then I can work on the walls, because we got taping over here and we gotta fix this kind of stuff and fill holes. It's not really easy to see on video, but whatever is going on with that is not okay, because this is supposed to be like grade A quality fish room when I'm done. So I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow, but I will be working on it tomorrow. Maybe pull this carpet out, see what it looks like underneath it. I don't know. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless and have a good night. Stay fishy. Boom. Back the next day. So I went and spent $84. We got a 4x8 sheet of drywall that I cut up to fit in the car. We have a bag of putty. We have a putty bucket. We got assorted blades to try and feather it out as nice as possible. We got a sander. We got tape. We got Kills primer for these spots like this and the spots that I tore up in the roof, so that we can put putty over them and it holds it. And I'm gonna give it a shot. So this board here has a little bit of a gap in it, but this board is structurally fine. So I'm thinking if we come back to like here and put a screw in, it'll lift it up. And then I'm going to cut another section out here and another section out here, and that'll put me exactly at 4 foot long and 20 foot wide. And on the short end of this that I had to cut, this is like 22 or 24, and then this is whatever, but it's 4 foot long. So I'll cut it to 20 by 48, and we'll shove it up in there and screw it in and tape it. And then for these little guys, you just cut a square and then you leave the paper still there, and you shove it up in there and tape it. Run your blade over the tape. It's going to do the same over there, and the same with that one, and the same with that one. And I know it's probably not the most recommended thing to do to be enclosing that, but they were enclosed at the beginning of this process, and I don't want them, so I'm going to enclose them again. I am after a 100% perfectly smooth roof, and that is what I'm going for. And it's going to be the same thing with the walls. I intend to remodel my entire house. Our house is from like 1944, I think, and this room is the newest one, and it's an addition. But I'm going to start with this one, get my licks in and figure out how to do stuff like retape the cracks and get it all feathered in and get it all practiced, and then we'll move on to the rest of the house, and hopefully by then I'll have some kind of clue what I'm doing. So pretty much right now I'm just gonna play with the new tools and see how they work. I'm gonna run the bigger blade across it, see if I can't get the rest of the stuff that I left. And if not, I'm going to run the sander across it. But that's it. I'm not really working on it today. Today is Christmas Eve. I'm not sure when you guys will see this, but I wish you a very Merry Christmas to your family. And I hope that you guys are staying well out there and safe and healthy. And I hope that life overall is treating you good. Over here, this is what my wife bought for her Christmas present for herself. A new baby super hybrid Stingray. And this is the most movement I've seen out of it so far, so that's making me happy. I think it's eating. That's impressive. Alrighty, let's get to work. So much better when you have the right tools and you actually have sort of a clue what you're doing because you stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning watching drywall videos. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just sending it as I do with anything. So I took the blade over it and I got most of it off, which is fantastic. And then I took the sandpaper over it, and with very little effort I'm back to the drywall, which is what I want. And then I do bodywork on cars. So I ran it across this spot back and forth like you would on a car and got it mostly flat. So that gives me hope that I'll be able to do most of that stuff and deal with this giant line of horse doo-doo. But while I was working, this came out of the right hand side of that, which is funny because this is what I was talking about with the plug. So you're going to cut a piece like this, but you're going to leave tape around the outside of it, like so. And you're going to shove putty up in there, and then putty around the edge, and then putty around this with the paper, and just pop it up in there. This side, and this side for this one, and then this one will be same thing, and that one, and this one, and then we'll just have to sand it all down and feather it in, and then get this piece replaced, and retape all the corners, and we should be pretty good to go on the ceiling. The ceiling is just going to be a normal generic white paint job. So we are still trying to figure out the exact color for the walls. We know what color it is going to be, but we either have to have it mixed or find somewhere that has better selection for cards. It's like right in the middle of two different cards. I got the stop sign in here to mix my putty on the back of, and we'll get back to work on this stuff at some point. Still kind of over here checking this guy out. He is beautiful. Flutter, 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 flutter. Yeah? You're just gonna go under now? Okay. I will catch back up with y'all when I'm ready to go back to work. First priority is getting this taken care of, because this is the ugliest thing, and then these are literally just probably half-hour projects per thing, and then smooth the whole wall out. So that's where we're at. Day 2 to an end. Alright. Good Christmas morning, y'all. Merry Christmas again. I'm sure I said it yesterday, but I'm going to say it again today. So, I have cut out a quite large chunk. I believe it is 64 inches wide now. And figured out how to cut drywall. So we got this piece ready to go in, and this piece ready to go in. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to take a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch off of this to get it to go in there, but that's okay. So we will see how this goes. I've never hung drywall before. I've never even put a screw in drywall before. So this is going to be new for me. Just gonna send it. Well, not too shabby for my first job. I should have cut it out of one board, but that's okay. So we got that taken care of. Get that taped and mudded in. Now to make some patches for that stuff. So I got one there. I'm going to test fit it in the blue hole, and then we'll figure out what we need for patches so that I can get all these scraps out of here when I'm done. Alright then. Catch up to you guys in a Not too shabby for somebody that has no clue what they're doing. I've only got 2, 3, 4 left. And then lots and lots of sanding. So, getting places, boys. Alright, y'all, I figured you got the point, so I didn't want to record more time lapse. It's just the same shit on repeat. I like viewer time, but I don't need it that bad. So there's that one. And then that one. And those two. And you got the roof with this new corner. And I had to completely redo that corner all the way through. But I think I am done for the day. I'm sure the wife wants to spend some time with me on Christmas. But over here, I got a lot of sanding done. So this is all high spot around it. So this literally just needs filled and then sanded back smooth. Fill a little spot here, fill a little spot here, fill a little spot here, a little spot here, sand it back flat, and that's ready to paint. So that's pretty much what I got going on. You take this Kills interior primer right here, and you spray all the places that you've torn down to dirt, or not dirt, down to paper, like that. Boom, like that. Obviously, without running the paint would be fantastic. But what this does is it gives a barrier between the paper and the mud so that that doesn't swell up and do all kinds of stupid stuff while you're trying to do stuff. But I gotta go do this corner and up and across, and that corner looks okay. I gotta retape that and redo this run of corner, and then put a piece of tape across this and run a piece of tape all the way across the roof on that line, and then this line needs filled with putty and sanded flat. So y'all get the gist of it. I'm gonna take a day off probably, give you guys a chance to watch this. So if you'd like to see me doing more of this drywall stuff, go ahead and let me know, and I will try and get some of it for you on film. Have a good night, and God bless. Merry Christmas. Get out there and do something. I've never done drywall before, and I'm learning. I'm pretty proud of myself. If I can do this shit, literally anybody can, because I'm just a nobody. So that's why I tell you guys, just do it. To give you guys a little hint at how tall the pond is going to be, that 2 pieces of styrofoam stacked is what it's going to be, just waterways. Pretty decently tall. I will catch y'all later. Bye.